I unpacked my day today in my mind, every detail and every empty space where you should have been. When the sun peeked over the horizon this morning, I reached out on instinct, expecting to find your warmth beside me. But the sheets felt heavier, colder, like the absence of you pulled all the warmth out of the room. You left before dawn, suitcase in hand, boarding that early flight to the city where work calls you away. I watched you slip out the door in the dim glow of the hallway light, your hair in that loose braid I love, your scarf wrapped just so. You paused at the edge of the threshold, looked back, and smiled that bittersweet smile that says, "I'll be back soon." But hearing soon in my head right now feels like an echo in an empty house. All day, I survived on coffee and memories of your laughter. I walked past your favorite chair in the living room and saw the indent where you always curl up with your book. I half expected to see the corner of its pages peeking out from beneath the cushion. I made lunch for two out of habit, your half still sitting in the fridge, untouched. The mayonnaise on the bread was as sad as I felt. I tried to keep busy. I ran a few errands, played my guitar for a while, and even sorted through old photos on my phone. Those snapshots of us on that beach, coming home late from concerts, cooking dinner in our pajamas. Each picture brought a smile, quickly chased by the ache of missing you. The hardest part was the silence. Our apartment, usually filled with the soundtrack of our conversations, your favorite playlist, and the hum of your laughter, fell eerily quiet. By the afternoon, a dull ache settled in my chest, like a soft, persistent reminder that you're not here. I poured another cup of coffee in the kitchen. Steam rose in wisps that vanished too quickly, just like today. I stood at the window, watching the sky shift from bright blue to golden haze, and thought of how you'd lean on my shoulder and whisper about the colors, how every sunset is a painting we share. Tonight, that painting is just mine, and it feels incomplete without you by my side. Now it's evening, and I'm here in the glow of the living room lamp, watching the city lights flicker on like stars waking up. I imagine you in some hotel room, unpacking your bag, brushing your hair by the mirror, setting down your keys with a sigh of exhaustion. Did they serve you dinner yet? Are you sitting at a tiny desk, going over reports for tomorrow, longing for something more familiar than that stiff hotel pillow? I miss the way you rest your head on my chest when you're tired, the way you read aloud the oddest articles you find online. I miss the goodnight kiss you leave on my forehead, soft and lingering, the one that tells me you're mine and I'm yours. Tonight, I'll be the one drifting off without feeling your hand slip into mine as I fall asleep. And I crawl into bed. I know I'll stare at the ceiling, tracing the constellations of shadows until exhaustion finally claims me. I'll turn once, twice, 3 times, searching for you in the darkness, only to feel the empty space beside me, cold and still. I might whisper your name into the night, half hoping you can hear me wherever you are. But I won't let the loneliness stay. I'll wrap myself in your scarf, the one you left here last week, and breathe in that familiar scent of lavender and vanilla. It'll bring you back to me, if only for a moment. I'll play that song we both love on repeat, the melody that makes you dance in the kitchen and me laugh until my sides hurt. I'll close my eyes and picture your smile, bright, genuine, everything I need when you're far away. Tonight, I'll write you a message, a confession of missing you so deeply it feels like a physical ache. I'll tell you how the world seems muted without your voice, how the moonlight growing through our window doesn't feel as gentle when it doesn't touch your skin beside mine. I'll tell you that I can't wait to see you tomorrow, to wrap you in my arms and carry you through the door like I did when we first moved in together. I want you to know that distance is just geography. It can't reach into my heart and steal you away. You're woven into every part of me, from the beat of my pulse to the quiet spaces between my thoughts. Even if we're 1,000 miles apart for this one night, You're the center of my world. So, as I settle under the covers, I'll hold tight to the thought of our reunion. I'll imagine your footsteps in the hallway at breakfast, coffee brewing in the kitchen, your soft, good morning bringing light back into this room. I'll drift off thinking of the way your eyes sparkle when you're excited, the way your hand fits so perfectly in mine, the way my world feels right when you're near. Sleep, to me, will be a bridge to the moment I see you again. I'll dream of your face, your laugh, the way you say my name. I'll wake up ready to count the hours until your flight lands and you're back where you belong, home with me. Until then, my love, good night. May your dreams be gentle, and may you feel my arms wrapped around you, even as you wake in that other place. Rest well, knowing that someone here is missing you deeply, loving you fiercely, and counting every second until you're back in my arms. I'll be waiting for you, always.